Tell me retarded and ride the yellow bus. Turn the car in circles until the times bust. Out the window like cuss. On the hood of the scraper like.
Lucky's Wheels and Deals. We back at it again with another lit video, you guys. So today we're over here, finally made it up over here to Smitty's. It's a 40-minute drive for me. We all the way out. There's a lot of back road country roads out here, but man, I had to come out here. I just had to get some content for y'all. I've been telling them I'm gonna come out here. It's been about 3-4 months, so I know they got a lot of new stuff. Let me see, can I find my boy Curtis? I didn't talk to him today, but man, what is this? Whose is this? This thing is right, and it's nice. What's going on? Y'all see it, man. 6.6 liter. I know they fully built this one. Y'all seen this one at the Cars and Coffee, I think about twice. Had this in 2 different videos already. Let me see what they got over here real quick before I go inside. Before I go inside, got this Mustang. I want to see this vet. Should I get a vet like this? Nah, I should just go. I'm gonna get me a C8, man. You know, I got a stunt like my daddy one time. Stunt like my daddy one time. This one's clean. I like this vet. All vets, to me, all vets are clean. There's a Corvette. They're all clean. All generations, all years. I don't even think none of the Corvettes are just ugly or, oh, I want to get that vet. I think all the Corvettes are clean. At all the Monte Carlo, I think all the Monte Carlo, no, I can't say all the Monte Carlo clean. I don't like the 95 body style. I don't like the what's that other? I don't really care for the training day one. Some of them, they can make them look clean, but I'm just not. I don't know. And again, I gotta pay attention. Like the 95 ones, I just don't. They look like a 2-door aluminum, Chevy aluminum. But anyways, let me go ahead and find my boy Curtis. Maybe he can give us an update what's going on around here, and I'll get right back to y'all. Oh, by the way, I've been already here for like 2 hours, but I didn't record. I've just been talking to my guy, talking some business, man. But anyway, make sure y'all guys come up here. It's Smitty's Classic, 405-697-3620. They gonna get you right, especially if you got an old school. You want your old school running right. Matter of fact, let me let him do his talking. Let me make sure he's ready to do a little walk-in. You ready? All right.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, yeah, we rolling.
Right.
Let's get to work.
Time to get busy.
Yep.
All right, what are we looking at today? Shop or parking lot?
We can do both. Just show them around, man, for the new viewers. I don't know what you. Well, I kind of walked around out there a little bit, so I guess we can go in the shop.
We'll go to the shop. We're gonna make our way back around here real quick. That worked. Walk into the playground.
Yep. There you go.
It's a little bit of a different scene from last time you were here. Last time it seems like we had a bunch of Mustangs or something. Heck, I don't remember either Mustangs or Camaros.
There's a lot of Mustangs.
All of a sudden we've turned into trucks. And then next month it'll probably be GTOs or Chevelles. There's no telling what we'll have on that. But this one came in, a little 36 Chevrolet truck. Actually, it's a pretty clean old truck. Guys had it for quite a while. Little small block Chevrolet with a 6-pack on it. He had the car. It got to a point where it was unreliable from the drive. Had some leaks in the transmission, couldn't keep it running or anything like that. Brought it up here. We got it running smooth for him. His linkages were all out of whack on it. Got the linkages set back up to where the outboard carbs, these are your outboards, this is your inboard, to where the linkages were binding. Whenever he gave it gas, the outboards were binding up and just wasn't allowing it to do what it needs to do. Now we got all that squared away, did a tune-up on it, just took care of all the transmission leaks on it. Like anything that's been sitting for a while, just because it's been sitting doesn't mean it's, you know, not going to leak. That's usually the worst thing you can do in a car is let them sit.
Yeah.
And so we took care of that, and this thing's actually just about ready to go, I believe. I think we just have a little bit of touch up on it, and it's ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
Kind of want to see the lines on it. These are Chevrolet trucks. I mean, they're just beautiful trucks. This one's an all steel truck. The guy's had it for many years, which is very unusual. A lot of times they'll replace the wheel wells, the fenders, and the steps with fiberglass because, you know, these are the first things to get knocked out. They get hit by post or whatever.
Yeah.
And but it's an all steel truck. And now he's hoping to have it ready to go, and he's going to join us for a cruise Thursday night, dinner cruise at Smitty's Classics.
Okay.
We'll leave the shop here about 5:30 Thursday night on the 19th, and we're going to make a run up to Mulhall. It's kind of a way we can kind of get a chance to visit with our customers outside of the shop.
Oh, okay.
We kind of enjoy doing that. You know, we love our customers. We do a lot of work with the customers in the shop. We like them to be able to see us in an environment where, you know, it's not business related. We just want to go out and have fun, like-minded people doing like-minded things.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
how long you been doing that? Or?
We started the dinner cruises last year.
Okay.
We started this time last year, but we had a very wet season last year.
Oh, okay.
And so we got, we usually do May, June, July, August, and September. And last year we got June, July, August, and then September. And of course, August, I picked a outdoor restaurant to go eat at in August in Oklahoma. That wasn't my brightest one. We got there, was like, oh, it's just half the cars. You know, some have AC, some don't. They get there, they're already hot. But we had a good time.
Yeah.
We'll be heading up to Lucille's this time.
Okay.
We'll just go out here, leave the shop, go to Guthrie, and take Highway 77 all the way to Lucille's.
How long is that drive from
It's
here?
about 35 miles from the shop.
Okay.
So I figure with going through Guthrie, we'll probably be a 40-minute drive roughly, somewhere in there.
It's not bad.
And they're waiting for us. We got some room reserved up there, and we'll go see what Lucille's has to offer.
Oh, okay.
My biggest deal in the cruises is one, to get the customers together. Last year is really neat to see it develop. As the customers are coming together, people who were once friends or have never met each other have found a common bond in the classic cars.
Yeah.
And now, you know, I'll see them sitting together at car shows, they'll be talking, and, oh yeah, I just talked to Al the other day, or I just talked to Jim the other day. And so it's kind of neat to build relationships that way. Kind of building the community. And we normally try to go to some of the smaller outlying areas. Being on the north side of Oklahoma City, that's a little more difficult.
Yeah.
We'll hit like Mulhall, Crescent, Piedmont sometimes, Guthrie. We try to find some of the restaurants owned by local individuals and try to stay away from the box restaurants. Not that I have anything against the box restaurants, it's just nice to support local town people and doing what we do with the cars. So that's been pretty cool to do that. Last year, the July was on my surprise birthday party. So while we're eating dinner, I did not know my wife surprised my 50th birthday. So she's sitting there checking her text all the time. And it's like, something's going on. So we wrapped it up. And she said we need to go home. Got home, and there was about 60 people at my house waiting on me.
Oh, man.
So it was pretty cool.
That's
it was pretty neat.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So that's been real neat for the community. Some other things we're trying to do down the road. I may try to start getting a get-together one day a week here in Edmond. Haven't really decided where we're going to do it yet or what we're going to do yet with it. But keep posting on that. When we start seeing stuff, we'll throw some information out there. But you know, there's a lot of it seems like just the dinner cruises or cruise ins are getting pretty popular right now. And you know, the car shows are great, but not everybody has an afternoon to give away to a car show. But they don't mind getting together and doing a dinner cruise or something like that, and getting together for a few people. That's different. So if my phone goes off again, that's probably my daughter trying to get a hold of me. She's out of school today, so I'll have to answer it. But anyhow, so that's been kind of a neat deal. So we're definitely going to have this one ready. I was hoping to have this one ready for the guy, but that's a 37 Ford. I want to uncover it. We got it covered up. A very, very nice car. It was built out in Arizona. but I don't know what happened on the front end, but he had it delivered to him from where he bought it in Arizona, and drove it down the highway 70 miles an hour, then came back into town, went over a speed bump, and the upper control arm just separated off of it. So the whole frame out and everything's gone. The front end rolled up underneath it, so we're having to redo the whole rack and pinion system and everything on it.
That's crazy.
Very nice car though.
Yeah.
Very nice. Like I said, I'll leave it covered up for now because it's protected from the environment at this point.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trying to think. So got that. Got the GTO, which you guys have seen this in some of the past. Not all the time. You know, when motors go together, do they go together like you'd expect them?
Yeah.
We did not build this motor, but you know, it was built by a reputable builder, but just because you're reputable doesn't mean things don't happen.
Yeah.
We've been having some overheating issues on this. Isolated everything on there that we think would be an overheating issue. The customer just told us, you know, I know you guys didn't build it, but go ahead and pull the motor and let's find out what's going on with it. So that's our next step.
Okay.
Very nice car, beautiful car. When it was running, it runs like a freight train, but we just can't get it to stay below 230.
Yeah.
So we'll pull it out and get it to our machine shop, and when we get it back from our machine shop, hopefully we'll have an answer.
Okay.
But as of right now, it's got to be internally, so we'll just kind of find out what's going to happen. And you know, that happens a lot. I say a lot. It happens occasionally.
Yeah.
We'll have work done in another shop, just like, you know, we may have a shop may have something done from us. We're not all perfect all the time.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes things can get overlooked, and you know, you make a choice to just address it and take care of it, or make a big stink about it, and we'll just address it, take care of it, move on.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of stuff from shops that we get to do a lot of cleanup work on. Anyways, and then kind of back and forth. It's kind of a needle deal on that.
Yeah.
So this has been pretty cool. Hoping to get this back on the road for him again. This car actually, if you want to kind of walk around the body on it, we did the paint and body on this car.
On this one?
Yeah, we did all the paint and body. We did all, if you look at this car, I mean, look at your reflections in the paint. It's actually dirty right now. But if you had a merge in your socks, you can actually see what your socks are saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, door lines, gaps, I mean, everything on this car is just beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually pretty neat. When the guy picked the car up, he knew he had a nice car.
What kind of body work you got to do? Anything major? Or
no, we didn't do any rush repair on this
Okay.
one. It's nice thing. It was, for the most part, an original body that had some work done on the quarters. They were real wavy in the past, and it has had some front-end collision. We've taken care of the front-end collision on it. Basically, they didn't do anything major, but we had to straighten out the wheel wells, frame horn, stuff like that, and just get it straightened back out. And I think we probably have, 4 or 5 sessions of block sanding on this thing, guide coating, block sanding, and then of course paint work on it. Then painting's the easy part. It's the post work after paint, the detail after paint. You know, laying paint on is pretty cool, but what kind of effort you put into it when you get it on there. I mean, you can wet sand them and polish them and make them look really good. This one probably has about 3 or 4 sessions of wet sanding and polishing, and the whole purpose was the customer wanted it to look as it would have been in 1967. So everything in the car is pretty much left stock. But the paint job on it just came out better than what he would have gotten in 67. But, what's really cool is he came and you know, they always have him do a checkup when they bring him back, and like I said, he's had the overheating issues on it, and so he told us and brought it back. He says, man, the best thing about this car is driving it. This is his words, I didn't appreciate the work that was done on it until I've been to some car shows where people sitting out there and they're going over about how smooth and how clean and how crisp the lines are on this thing. And then he kind of got an appreciation of exactly what all was done on it. Anyway, but it's been kind of a cool one to work on. I wish that motor wasn't an issue on it, but like I said, we'll get it to our machine shop, and we'll get it squared away, and hopefully find out what's going on with it. The best thing, I want to find out why. Right now we don't know why. So it's got to be an internal issue, and we'll see when we get it done. So, anyway, I think last time we had used here, we had a 68 and a white one. Yeah, you'll see that one. It's not white anymore.
Oh, nice.
It's all tore apart.
Oh, man.
This is a 69 Impala.
69.
Belongs to a fellow teacher of my wife's. They worked together in the same school district. We've actually been doing some things in the car. It's out for a while. It didn't run. We got it running good, got it stopping good. And of course, spring, summer comes around, it's like my top doesn't work. Now we replaced it. If you want to come over here. Okay. What's common on these little cars, on your hydraulic tops, your old plastic hoses here get all brittle and crumbly.
Do he got the back seats and everything?
Yeah, we have the back seats. Oh, okay. The windows weren't rolling up and down. This one was sticking.
Okay.
And so we actually had to order new window tracks. You can see right there that bar.
Yeah.
We had to order new window tracks for this side. I don't know. It looks like someone had got a hammer and just banged it. I don't know.
Oh.
It was pinched. And we was able to straighten it out, but it wasn't working smooth. Cody did a great job finding parts for it. 69 Impala, hard to find parts for.
Oh, okay.
68 and earlier, not near as bad. However, he found what we needed. They'll be here Friday. So
that's the Challenger y'all just pulled out, huh?
Yeah, that is.
Okay, yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, these parts will be here, and we'll go look at this Challenger real quick.
Yeah, that one I didn't get to see this one.
No, it's actually.
I showed. Yeah, this one wasn't out here when I got here.
No, it's up on the lift when he got here.
Okay.
It's a 71 Challenger. The guy's whole purpose is to basically set it up as a 70 Challenger RT. It is a 346 pack, just as the side says on it.
What makes it the 6-pack?
It's a 3D setup like was on that Chevrolet.
Oh, like okay, like the 3.
Yeah, it's got 3 2 barrels on it.
Okay.
I always got to be careful with these things because people pull them at an angle.
Yeah,
and they can scratch the hood.
Yeah.
So I'm always cautious on those. So you can't really see it. So basically you have a 340 motor, which is in the 1970s, what they call the pony cars.
Yeah.
The Challenger and Cuda was basically Mopar or Dodge Chrysler's version of the pony cars.
Yeah.
Most people associate it with the Mustangs.
Yeah.
But that the Camaro, the Mustangs, and the Challengers are also known as the E-body.
Yeah.
Was part of that. So to make these competitive in the road series, they ran the 340s in them, and most of them have the 6-pack carburetors on.
Okay.
What is really neat, we've had the opportunity to tune on the 346 packs. We've also had the opportunity to tune on a 446 pack Superbird with the big wing on the back, and several others. That 6-pack there. The way these Mopars work is literally driving this thing around town is like driving grandma's car to the grocery store. It's very docile, very smooth, very, acceleration is just like driving a 2-barrel car. When you start laying into the throttle, you start feeling those secondaries or the outboard carburetors open up.
So the other ones
then you can feel what this thing has under the hood. Now, since it's not my car, I don't go that far with them.
Yeah, yeah.
But one of the scariest test drives I've been in was when we did the Superbird. We drove it and I knew it ran good. I had the customer come. I said, let's take this thing for a drive and see what you think about it. And he didn't have a problem bearing his foot. And that car's fast. Yeah. But luckily he drove in control. He has several fast cars. He's got a Viper. He's got the Superbird. He's got actually an E-body. He's got some pretty cool stuff. So even though it was faster than I expected, I felt very safe with him. But, it was crazy. But that's pretty much the deal on that. So this car is getting ready for the Southern Plains Mopar Fest. Okay. It'll be coming up in Thunder Valley June the 11th. That all-day Saturday is going to be nothing but a Mopar show at Thunder Valley Raceway. In the morning is going to be a car show. And then that afternoon's car show and swap meet. And then I think starting at 4 o'clock that evening is nothing but Mopar drags.
All in the same?
All in the same day.
Okay.
It's all gonna
at the same location too?
Yep. Thunder Valley, September 11th. Guys, Doug and Matt have been promoting this thing. This is the second year. Phenomenal job promoting it. They've been really good at promoting it. Got to know the guys through we help out on sponsors for them. We help them out quite a bit with it, and got to know them really well. And, so really enjoyed doing business with them, and they always have something cool to bring by. Matt brought this one by today, or I said today, he dropped it off on Friday, and we just got the exhaust on it today. And like I said, we're just gonna put a what they call the duct spoiler on the back.
Oh, you're gonna put the spoiler on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to turn this one back over to him.
Man, this thing
So,
is
but yeah,
nice. Thing is nice. Yeah, these colors remind me of the 70s. The color, they don't
the
use
browns,
this. Yeah.
the golds.
Yeah, those like 70s. Even
The
they used to use them in
greens.
the house.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
greens.
Yeah. This thing is nice. I like this. Yeah, it's a time capsule. I like it. Yes, I like it. This thing's
Yeah,
nice.
these things, we have several of these E-bodies that we service. One of them is, if you ever get a chance to meet Big Al at the car show, you got to meet Big Al.
Oh, okay.
He's got a 73 Cuda. He bought brand new in 73 when he was in Vietnam. He ordered it when he was in Vietnam, picked it up when he got home.
Oh.
And we've had the benefit of doing suspension, transmission, motor, rear end, and we're getting ready to do a complete coilover setup on the front end of his car.
Oh,
We've done
man.
gauges, aftermarket AC. Al has just been he's a great guy to know.
Yeah.
He's been a great customer, and you can't help but love Big Al when you meet Al. So
Yeah.
he's a pretty cool dude. So
Okay.
probably another one that you guys may find. You've ever heard of the Opel GT?
No, I didn't even know what that is.
Yeah, this is actually it's a British car. Really pretty unique. This car is in original condition. One owner car. Lady bought it in 1971. She is since deceased. Her nephew now has the car, and whenever she deceased, the family apparently had given him the car because he always talked about going there and driving in his aunt's hot rod and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so they brought it from Virginia straight to here. And when they got here, just picture a car coming out of a barn that had mold on it, or mildew on the paint, dust on the paint. Just looked pretty sad, actually. And we was able to come in, and he didn't want to do paint job on it, but he wanted to do paint correction. So we got, as you can see, some of the luster back in and still has some imperfections, but that goes with the character of the car.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a true survivor. Things that are kind of cool on this. This is actually what happens when mice get up in small areas. Normally, if I see this on a car like on my Trans Am or that E-body or any of these cars, you see a lot of rust up top, all up around through here. That's usually a sign of a car that's been in the salt region, Northeast America, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And if they're all over, whenever I'm looking at cars to restore, I kind of stay away from that.
Yeah.
Because if you got salt up here, you can imagine what it's gonna be like down there. This is basically a result of when you leave cars sitting or you leave them unattended. People leave them shut up. Mice like to make homes in them. When mice get in there, they make their nest. They do everything they do in the nest, and what it does, it winds up starting to eat the panels from the inside out.
Oh.
And that's what that's a sign of, is basically a mouse. At one time it had a nest up in here, and just through the, you know, what mice do in their nest, it just started rusting out right there.
Oh, okay.
But you know, the best thing to do, if you have a car that's sitting outside, leave the hood open, leave the windows down, because if the hood's open, the deck lid's open, the mice aren't going to make nest in there, because they go in there because they're protected. So,
oh, okay.
Anyway, but yeah, these are powered by a little 4-cylinder. If I can remember how they sit over that. It's been a while since I've been. Anyhow.
And that's not a back seat back there, huh?
It does not have a back seat. There it is. Thank you. Jack. So it's a little Opel GT, a little 4-cylinder car, and I don't quite know the whole history on this, but Buick somehow got associated with Opel, and I think since Buick couldn't make the Corvette, they decided to buy Opel, because this is sometimes called the mini Corvette.
Yeah.
Well, GM shut the door on that, so the Opel's GT ceased to exist at that point.
Oh.
But kind of a neat little car. There's a pretty good group out there, a lot of followers on them. When this thing came in, I think last time it was tagged was 2006, so it's been sitting for, you know, however many years. But brakes, anything that's been sitting, brakes, ignition, fuel, everything, we just kind of went through it. body correction on it.
That's a cover. That's a little cover in it.
That's a little carburetor right there.
Oh,
What's amazing is this is like maybe a 2,200 pound car that produces 120 horsepower out of this 4-cylinder.
Oh man.
So it's a pretty cool power to weight ratio, but I mean, you're not gonna win any drag races by no means. Some people put V8s in them. They shoehorn them in there somehow, but it'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah,
but
could probably LS swap them.
Yeah, a lot of people do the LS swaps on them. But something that's if you watch the headlights up here, these were pop-up headlights before pop-up headlights were cool.
Oh, let's see.
So you actually have a lever inside the car. When you push it,
oh man,
it opens the headlights up.
I like that. That looks clean.
It shuts them.
Hey,
All mechanical.
they need to bring that back. That's cool.
Yeah,
what button was it? What?
Now this is what right here is what I'm moving. That lever right there. That opens them.
Oh, so it's manually.
Manually, yeah, that closes them.
Oh,
so
man.
it's got a series of cables and rods that move everything around.
Let me try that.
You got to try that.
I gotta try that if I can add it on my list of things I did.
We'll put pop-up headlights on the Chevelle. Nope, that one right there.
This one.
Push that one forward.
Oh, that's cool.
And pull it back good and hard, and that way they shut solid. They just kind of pull it back like you. There you go, and then pull it back good and hard. There you go.
I like that. So this one, when you put it in gear, you have to go lift it up like that.
You gotta lift it up to pull it into gear. I mean, this is a cool little car.
Yeah.
They're real neat. I mean, the gauge package is very European looking. You're looking at probably original miles on this thing, 61,000.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the customer was telling me his aunt drove this until she was 91.
Oh my
Is
God.
when she finally quit driving it. The only new car she ever bought.
So she kept jumping in this.
Yeah, it's just
And the old lady getting down in here too?
Yeah, getting down the road. So
man, she must be a small, tiny little.
But no, these are. I mean, what's interesting?
Do they sell these in America?
No, you can't buy them anymore. I would think 71, 2, 3 somewhere there. I really don't know. What
They ever sold them?
Yeah, they sold them in America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a Buick somehow got associated with Opel.
Oh,
and that's how they came
got them over. Oh, okay.
What's crazy is these cars, 3-4 years ago, you can buy them for $1,500, $1,200.
Yeah.
Nice cars. And now they've just skyrocketed like everything else in the industry. They've just
when certain things get popular and people start knowing about them, like.
Yeah. And that's different. I mean, it's kind of has the tail end kind of has that Ferrari-ish look to it.
Yeah.
That kind of Dino looking look to it on the back. And actually the chrome bumper, this is what it used to look like.
Yeah.
Right there. And anyway, so this guy, I called him yesterday to tell him this thing's ready to go to his new home. And he was tickled to death. I've never heard him say thank you so much. I mean, he's been a really cool customer.
Yeah. So he's going to keep it?
Oh yeah, he's going to keep it. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of what we do anymore is a lot of sentimental value. A lot of sentimental value on cars.
Yeah.
People, they have a relationship to it, a tie to it. This guy, he always wanted the Trans Am, and he and his wife finally was able to get one. We just put a motor on that one.
Yeah.
I tell you, this year's been the year for Pontiac motors.
Yeah.
I got this Pontiac motor, that Pontiac motor, that Pontiac motor, another Trans Am Pontiac motor, another GTO motor.
Yeah.
I think this is when that one goes to Marche, D&M machine. Then that's going to be the 5th Pontiac I've sent him this year.
Oh man.
Built. And he's got, I think he's built 2 Fords for me already, 3 Chevys. So it's just kind of been the year for motors, the motors and trucks.
Your help is here.
There you go. He's bringing the bags in. Got to sweep up stuff every once in a while.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, I'll show you what's going on at those shops.
Yeah.
If you want to check it out.
Yeah.
Like I said last time, you guys were here. This thing didn't have the motor in it.
Yeah.
If you want to walk around it again, check it out. I know we looked at it some.
Yeah, we've seen it, Cars and Coffee. Yeah, we've seen it. Yeah. That's why I said at the beginning, I said, y'all missed that video. And then go back and watch that. Well, we're gonna do a video driving. We're gonna do a video. So yeah, we're gonna do a drive video in this one. So y'all stay tuned for the next video.
Might lay a little rubber somewhere.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
So, but the more it's cool. The more it breaks in, the better it runs.
Yeah.
It just runs and runs and runs. Yeah, pretty much. Kind of a rare truck. It's a short bed K20. So a 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive.
Oh, it's like K20?
Yeah, that's kind of a...
Is it like a K5 or
no? It'd be a 3/4 ton short bed 4-wheel drive truck.
Oh, okay.
71 model. We're doing... he's giving that to his dad.
Oh,
so,
okay.
He's a good son.
Okay,
So he bought that for his dad. He's giving it to his dad, and we're going through putting the EFI on it. Edelbrock carburetions, or Edelbrock EFI. The Pro Flow 4 is going on that.
So that's kind of like making it fuel injected.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Making it fuel injection. Yeah, electronic fuel injected EFI. So we'll be doing electronic fuel injection on that. 4-speed overdrive on the transmission. I don't think we're going to be doing too much with the suspension on it. He's actually wanting to have complete independent suspension put on it like a newer truck. So we have a Brandon over there in Meeker. We'll probably wind up sending that, and he'll be doing all that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So that'd be pretty cool on that. But kind of a rare truck.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Yeah, K20. We'll go in this around here. This is kind of, we got some interesting things going on here. Got the old Volkswagen Bug. I tell you, a car that's starting to come out.
Yeah.
That thing's coming out. This is probably one of the coolest.
I like this color.
Well, this is an original 1965 Mustang GT 289 HO. Original owner, originally bought it. The paint is the original paint with the exception of the hood and the fender. He had some damage on that.
Okay.
When it came in, it looked about like that Volkswagen. Very faded out and very chalky. He didn't want to spend the money to paint, to repaint the car, though dusty right now.
Yeah.
He didn't want to spend the money to repaint it, but asked if we can revive the original paint on the car.
So I went from that to
that. Yeah, and the Opal was about like that. It actually works. It had mold on it, the Opal did. It was pretty bad. So we were able to basically do several hours.
You had the wet sanding and stuff like that?
We had to wet sand the hood and fender because it's been a base clear when it was redone. The original car is all single stage. Yeah, okay. Just like what they used in 1965.
Yeah, that's why I get, when I go to Mako, they do all my single stage.
Yeah.
So.
So I like single stage. Everybody wants to do base clear.
Yeah.
We shoot base clear. That's what everybody wants. But a single stage, when it's laid down right, it looks fine. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks shiny. And some cars we'll have to do, like we have a Falcon. We're going to be doing some color matching on, and we do the color match on that. We'll be basically taking care of. We'll do that in single stage, I believe.
Okay.
On that one, yeah. So
I like the single stage. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
It works perfect.
You don't got to worry about clear coat popping up.
No, clear coat doesn't come off of it. The single stage is easy to blend.
Yeah.
A base clear or clear coat car, you know, if you got a dent right here on your clear coat car, you can't just fix your area. You got to paint the whole panel or re-clear the whole panel, otherwise you get bleed back.
Yeah.
And your rings.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm kind of, like I said, I go both ways. My cars are base clear.
Yeah. Because it's the newer styles.
Yes.
You're trying to do an update.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people go with that, and you got something to show them.
Yeah.
That's what, you know.
Yeah, and not all base clears are bad. Depending on the clear you use, the bases are, you want to find a good base with a good color pigmentation in it. But where people lose out is on clear. The clear we use runs anywhere from $600 to $1,000 a gallon.
Oh, okay.
You can buy clear that's $75 to $100 a gallon. But what happens over time, it actually starts fading out or breaking down. The UV breaks it down. We make sure we use a clear that's whenever it dries, completely cures. It's very hard and it doesn't get those. Some clears are really soft, so you get the swirls.
Yeah.
We try to use Metal Lux or SPI as a clear we use. We're trying a new brand now. If we like the brand, I'll start announcing it.
Yeah.
But they gave us some material to take care of a car, and they wanted us to give them our opinion on it.
Yeah.
The painter we have has used this product in the past and has liked it a lot.
Okay.
So I'm hoping we're going to have good luck with it.
Okay.
So they're working with us, but once we finalize everything on that, we'll start announcing what we're using now.
Yeah. Okay.
So that'd be pretty cool. But I like base single stages. It's easy to work, easy to rework. But the base clears, just because it's base clear, is not always bad.
Okay.
It's the money's in the clear. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
It's like anything else. If you go cheap, you get cheap results.
Yeah.
Just like anything else.
Yeah.
Anyway, But kind of, you take a look at the inside of this thing. That's the original dash.
Man, it's nice.
Yeah, he bought it new, drove it quite a bit, and basically put it in storage for, I think he said 18 years.
Man.
And just like anything's been sitting, the transmission seals went out, they all dried up, oil seals all dried up, and transmission's on its way to H&H and Yukon to get rebuilt, and we're going through the tune-up on the motor now.
Yeah, this thing look nice.
Yeah,
man.
this is a really nice original car to go by.
Yeah.
We had the president of the Mustang Club in here last week, kind of checking some things out. And when we get done with it, he really wants to take this car and kind of do it points on it to see how it rates point-wise. I don't know if the customer really wants to do that, but it'd be really nice to see how it does come out points-wise on them. Yeah. So the customer asked us, in my opinion, he's like, would you repaint the car or would you leave it like it is? They're only original once. Once you repaint it, it's not original anymore.
Yeah.
So as a true survivor car, he's decided to go ahead and leave the leave the story on it. Little blemishes here and there. Each thing, you know, it's kind of funny. You walk around with a customer, they can tell you where this mark happened or that happened or how that dent got there. And to them, it's memories. And they said, I'll just leave it the way it is.
That's true.
So I don't blame him on that. So anyway, but we're getting. I think this one's getting. Like I said, it sat for a while, so it's getting a complete tune-up on anything sitting.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a vehicle that's been sitting for a long time. We'll go through the tank, we'll drain the tank, blow out the fuel lines, take the fuel pump off, replace fuel pump, rebuild the carburetor, go through the plugs, wires, ignition system. Most of the time we'll replace the distributor, get rid of the old oil, because we don't know what the history of the car is, so we want to make sure it's all, when we get done with it, all our fluids and everything are new in it.
Yeah.
We'll go through the whole brake system, bleed it out. He is actually doing an upgrade on his brakes.
Okay.
It was a disc brake car, but it wasn't a power assist disc brake car.
Okay.
If you look here, we added the brake boost. Yeah, we added one on there. There you go. I got a little bit. But we added the booster on there, so he'll have some power assist on it now.
Yeah.
We did the same system on that Burgundy Mustang out front.
Oh, okay.
And it a picture of the windshield when it's done.
Yeah.
So, but just a nice, original looking car here. Radiator, I think, is about all that's been replaced under the hood.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So 289 HO, which just works out really good having this one here.
Also, he upgraded the calipers too, huh?
No, we replaced the calipers. Yeah, actually did. We're dual piston instead of a single piston.
Okay.
So we just basically did a disc brake upgrade up front.
Okay.
Got rid of the single piston. It's still a 10-inch caliber, 11-inch caliber. That still works with.
What made this a GT?
The GT is going to be.
Is that your engine? That's it.
They do. Depends on which 289 you have. You have 289 2-barrel, which is a 200 horsepower motor. You have the 289 4-barrel, which is around 215 horse, and then you have they call the 289 HO, which is around 235, 245. The difference on this being the 289 4-barrel being the GT, you're going to have 4-barrel carburetor. Obviously, you're going to have bigger heads, bigger ports on the heads, bigger exhaust coming out of the head. You're going to have a 10-to-1 compression motor, whereas the 2-barrel is like a 9.5-to-1 compression motor. Still has hydraulic lifters in it. If it was the HO, it'd have a solid lifter in it. It'd be a 10.5-to-1 motor. So at 10.5-to-1, you're on the verge if you can run 91 octane, or you have to start adding boosters to it. At 10-to-1, you can run 89, 91 octane in it. 9.5-to-1, we can run 87 pretty much all day. And then mostly just a trim package. Back in the early days of the Mustang, the GT was mostly a trim package. Decal kit that has different wheels on it, which we don't have the wheels on this one.
Yeah.
Or rather hubcaps, original hubcaps.
Okay.
And then some of them have what they call a rally tack gauge in it. But for the most part, the GT was a trim package with a few minor performance upgrades.
Okay.
Yeah. If you start going to the Shelby American Collection, you start getting the really radical and crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And then we all know the Shelby story.
Yeah. So. And the fastback ones are worth way more, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have a 68 fastback in storage.
Like they're
right now.
Big difference in the
big
prices.
difference in value.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, if you add fastback to this, you'll probably increase the value by 15 to 25%, if not more than that.
Yeah, it jumps crazy. Like, dang.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some of these. You can find some of these and good prices, but fastbacks, they're up there.
Fastbacks are expensive. What I like about the Mustangs, I had a phone call yesterday. A guy, he's looking at a father-son project. Doesn't have a lot of knowledge as far as on the cars, but knows he wants an old car. And they're looking at a Thunderbird, a Mustang, a couple other heavy cars. And if you're just kind of getting into the hobby or want something to drive that everybody notices, Mustang. You know, Mustang, they're still they're economically, you can still get into them fairly reasonably. Yeah. They made a gazillion of them. The parts support for them is you can buy almost anything anywhere you need for it. Yeah. The Camaros are another good one to get into, but they're Camaros are more.
Camaros are way more expensive than the Mustang. Like, what the heck? I was thinking they kind of neck and neck, but these are way cheaper than the Camaros. Is junk.
Yeah, they go crazy. So the Mustang,
certain movies, they didn't. I mean, they made some movies with the Mustang, but not like the Camaros. They got them in a lot of racing movies. And
GM really promoted that one well.
Yeah.
No, they promoted that well. You know, what do I think's better out of the two? I like them both.
Yeah.
As long as I'm driving a car, you know, I like the car I'm driving that day.
Yeah,
that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting into it, you can't beat these notchbacks.
Yeah.
Or box. Some call them notchbacks, box tops.
Yeah.
You can't beat them.
Yeah.
But there's
this the first gen Mustang.
This is. Yeah. This is 65. You'd have a 64 and a half.
Yeah.
Would be before this. It'd have been a 260 V8 instead of a 289 V8.
Oh, okay.
And this being the 65.
Does the inside still look the same from the?
No, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's when they used to change out every little thing every year.
Yeah, in 64, and some early 65s, the dash had basically a Falcon dash in it, where we have the round circles here now. The 64 and a halves and some of the early 65s just had the sweeper, just the rectangle. Just the long one, and just had the sweeping gauge on it. Mustang
is way more sportier.
Much more sportier. And you can actually put this cluster in the early ones too, which is what a lot of people do. So, the console, the value on those things is just crazy. A little factory console, or an aftermarket console, you're about $800 on. Factory console, you're over.
That's the original stereo for this one, or?
Yeah, it looks like the original AM radio.
Oh, okay.
So, but just a really nice car.
It's really clean. These, those still good. You just got those for you guys.
They actually may not even. Yeah, the seats actually look dang good. I haven't even pulled them off because I thought they'd be all tore up. There you go.
Oh yeah.
So that's you got a little bit of, you know, where that's just
bad. Some new cars be tore up.
Yeah, exactly.
Some new cars don't even. Yeah, this is nice, and it's nice and soft still.
Yeah. Yeah, the key the guy did on this one, even though he didn't drive it for like 18 years, it stayed inside.
Yeah.
So the sunshine and weather.
Windows feel more thicker. This stuff around it. Yeah. New car, they don't spend that kind of money on making.
Hey, new car, the chrome's plastic now.
Yeah.
They don't have real chrome. Yeah, you know, that's solid chrome right there.
Yeah.
You know, a new car is going to be plastic chrome. If you want to call it that. New cars are nice, but they don't have the styling the old cars do. They don't. And, you know, it's kind of, you know, I've always said before, people ask me, what do you like about cars? I'm not as opposed to what the outside looks like as I am to what the inside looks like. Yeah. Because when I'm driving the car, that's what I see is everything around me and everything over the hood. Yeah. That's what I enjoy. So I can live with a semi-flawed outside. Not to say, you know, if I'm driving a nice car, don't get me wrong, I love it. Yeah. But I can handle a semi-flawed outside, but mechanically, interior, that's what I want.
Oh, okay.
Because that's my view right there.
How it feels behind the wheel.
Yeah, that's my view right there.
Yeah.
So been pretty cool one. So we got Chip here working on this one. He loves Mustangs.
Oh, okay.
He's got a 67. Yeah.
67.
That we're trying to figure out ways to work his in rotation.
Oh, okay.
The downfall with having a classic car automotive restoration facility is you never get to work on your own stuff. Yeah. So, but we try to work them in as we can. Yeah. And kind of get stuff through here. I mean, solid.
Solid. Like this. I like this.
I want to see the hubcaps. There they are.
Oh, right there.
True spinner hubcap, all steel. And this would have had probably the GT rally wheel on it or the GT hubcaps, which is you get the spinner and the GT hubcap.
So is this aftermarket?
No, this car is pretty much original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, it is a true survivor car. So may not be one of the prettiest ones we have at the shop, but
I like
it.
It.
It's a cool car, and I mean I love it. I'm a sucker for survivors.
Yeah.
I really am.
It kind of remind me of my Chevelle color. I like that.
Yeah. But pretty amazing on that. So, anyhow, so we got the motor going in the 57 now.
What motor you got in that?
It's just a 283.
Oh, okay.
It's a stock motor. The factory motor isn't going back in it. He brought it in, had a lot more issues than he thought it did, and it just came to the point where it just made more sense from the customer standpoint. It made more sense just to have the motor rebuilt, than to try to work around with what we had. So we just got it back from our machinist. I think we got it on.
This is a 57.
57 4-door, family car. I think the customer's family bought it, I want to say in 58 or 59. And so he's kind of the keeper of it. Yeah. I think it has had a repaint back in the 70s, but I can't confirm that.
Oh, okay.
But I think it has. Anyways, when it gets done, we'll have all new, we're putting new leaf springs on the back of it, rebuilding the front end on it, new motor, transmission. Whenever it gets drivable, he'll be able to drive it again.
Okay.
Actually, I like, when it comes to these 50s cars, we just sent a 50 model Ford Coupe home. He picked it up on Friday, and it is about as original to 54 Coupe. I think it may have been our last video. We had it here, the flathead. Yeah, we did it on the flathead V8. Yeah. We just sent that home with the brake upgrades, the front end upgrades, the steering upgrades, and everything we did on it. Just made the car such a drivable car. They can drive it daily. They're not afraid to drive it. But when you sit behind that steering wheel, it's like 21 inches round, and you got a dash full of chrome, and you got all the bling and the chrome on the outside of it, and you're knowing that no matter how much gas you give it, you're still going to go. And people just, it's like time stands still. Yeah. It's just like sitting in history and just enjoying it. That's what I love about the 50s. Yeah. These, I want to go fast. Yeah. These, I just want to chill and relax in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the pre-wars, I don't know how to drive half of them because they're all weird.
Which ones?
Pre-war, like early 20s, 19 teens to 20s. They a lot of people modify them, but the 50s are probably one of the most enjoyable cars for me to drive because I don't feel rushed on anything. Yeah. I just get in and go. They're not loud, not noisy, providing they keep most of it stock. My favorite was that I've owned is a 1954 Ford Custom Line. It was a straight 6, 3-speed on the tree, had 1 speed, heat on and off with the heater, and that's all you had. You turn it on, the fan came on, turn it off, the fan went off, that's it. No radio, nothing but a bench seat for me and my wife to snuggle up next to.
Those didn't come with radios?
Didn't come with radio. That was, you paid extra. It's probably like a $15 add-on in 1954.
Yeah.
And we drove, my wife and I drove that thing all over Oklahoma and Kansas. Man. And then we started having children and decided we'll get something a little more family oriented. So then we got a minivan. Anyway, man. But that's been probably one of our most enjoyable that I enjoy driving. My TA is probably my second out of all the cars I've owned. It's just such a nice car to drive. So I guess if you want, we can see what's going on in the body shop.
Yeah, we can go back there.
Yeah, we can do that. Body shop. The assembly shop actually has quite a bit some different stuff in it now, and then we'll go by and I'll give you a quick glimpse of the new building, facility.
Yeah. You gotta let them know where you're moving to.
That's right. Lucky for me, it's within a stone's throw away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby bird.
Oh man. What's going on with this one?
Transmission.
Yep.
You know, I mentioned earlier we get a lot of stuff that's been worked on at other places. The only thing I know on this car is the customer would put it in dry or low, and it accelerated it just fine. When it go from second to, or low to drive, it's only a 2-speed automatic. The transmission just slipped. He took it, had it worked on, and I don't know what happened at that point, because when he brought it to me, he said I took it to have it worked on elsewhere, and now it won't do anything. And when we got it here, was missing parts on the drive line. The U-joint hangers was missing. There's a lot of stuff missing on it, so I don't know if they just, I don't know what happened on it, so then we get to put it back together. This transmission with the transmission out of the GT Mustang, they'll be going over at H&H in Yukon.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been a good transmission shop. For our Ford transmissions, I use H&H, and then for my GM transmissions, I usually use Dana Shea transmissions on them. Both of them been the good customer support. They've taken good care of us, and you know, when you're an independent business owner, you know, you want to take care of the people that take care of you. Yeah. And and the end result, it all goes around. So you don't gain anything by getting angry. Just work through it and go on. So that's the best thing we can do. So, but yeah, so this and actually the
they made these to go against the Corvettes, huh?
Yeah,
the Corvettes.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the Corvette killer. But sadly, they put a lot of style in it, but they didn't put much oomph in it. This is probably a 55, so I'm guessing it's probably a 292, what they call a white.
And it's crazy how the Thunderbird, like the later ones, the newer ones, the newest ones, they just didn't quite kept up with Corvette. Like they started having more competition with the Monte Carlo.
Yeah. Well, they went back to the two-seater, was it 02 to 05. And I've had 3 of those, and actually that's an underrated car. For what that car, that from 02 to 05, what it's capable of doing. And
it looks just
really
like
close
this.
to these. Yeah, they wanted to get back to the roots on it. But these are they're neat cars. Styling, you can't beat them. I mean, if anybody's watched American Graffiti, they know it's 57 T-Bird on that one. Yeah, they know the T-Bird, and it's, you know, debuted in a lot of movies. It's really neat seeing a lot of movie cars. And especially as we're getting more of that here in Oklahoma. Yeah. You know, I get people calling me, hey, do you know of any old cars out there that we can put, you know, we need a background for a set? It's like, well, everything I got's not running yet. Yeah. Because we're usually working on it, and I got to put you in contact with the customer if so. Yeah. But actually, Specialist Salon was over here at the Aspen Ranch, just a quarter mile down the road, I guess, doing their filming. They did their, was the Tulsa King, whatever was going all over the paper.
Oh, recently?
Yeah, recently. So they were doing some filming over there, and I jokingly was like, well, maybe a Specialist Salon drove by the shop. He's like, hey, there's a shop that's got some cool stuff. We'll see. You know, but it's always fun. But yes, we. Was
he still filming over there?
No, they're done. They're done.
I noticed they was looking for people.
Yeah, they're looking for a lot of extras.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
I seen that.
They contacted. I got an email. Do I know of any classic cars? Like I said, most everything I have are customers' cars. And when it comes to giving our customers information, I protect that pretty heavy. Yeah. You know, if I've had people come up, hey, can I get the name of the guy who owns this car in the parking lot? I want to try to buy it. It's like, no, you give me your name, and I'll give that to the customer. Yeah. And if they want to contact you, they can. Yeah. You just got to anymore. You just got to do that. Yeah. You know, our customers is what makes this happen. Yeah. And I got to take care of them. Yeah.
I like how they did this.
Yeah, the Thunderbird. This is all cool stuff through here.
Like that.
Yeah. This is missing what they call the flaming teapot.
What is that?
The carburetor. The Thunderbird carburetors are notorious. This is an Edelbrock late model. Yeah, the flaming teapot, they're notorious for gaining a fuel leak. They're a 4-barrel, and they look like a percolator coffee cup. Oh. The fuel comes up and you percolate. It's kind of weird, but they always get a leaking up top. Yeah. But when they leak, fuel leaks on the motor. Fuel on motor causes fire. Fire causes flaming teapot carburetor. That's what I got the name. They're kind of cool to work with. We have a customer with the 56 that is really original, and we had to have that flaming teapot rebuilt. That works good. I don't like cold weather well, but yeah, these are actually. You want to take a look at the inside of it here. Pretty simple little cars. Once again, you know, the detail on the inside. You know, you got chrome, you got brushed aluminum. You know, all the knobs are chrome on it. Steering column's chrome. I love how they do the dash.
And this whole thing pops off, huh?
It's all, the whole hard top comes off.
Oh, yeah.
So in 57, they'd had a porthole here, which a lot of people take the 57s and use them on the 55 and 6s.
A lot of people like the portholes better, huh?
Yeah, a lot of them do. Yeah. You can go with visibility. You're trying to look out, you can't see anything except for a big wall right now.
Electric windows.
This one is electric windows, and it's actually electric
seat. They came
seat.
like that? They come like, oh, okay.
It'll be factory. This is actually pretty well equipped. The seats are electric also. I'm going to move this out of the way. The battery's not hooked up, but I can kind of give you an idea what the seats operate like. So basically, this is your seat motor.
Yeah.
You basically move the seat on driver's side. You hit the switch, and it actually moves that rod. As that rod moves, it moves this frame, and that's what moves your seat forward and back.
Oh.
So it's a pretty intricate setup. And then the top, which doesn't have the soft top option on it. The soft top will usually fold back and go right back up in this area. This may be so it usually fold up and go right back in this area. This would be your mounts. You see your mounts right there. That'd be for your soft top. The first time I took the soft top off of one of these, Daniel took my head off because as soon as you unlatch it up top and you pull the back up, it collapses in the middle. Well, I was kind of in here and it collapsed on me. And that thing knocked me on the head, and I was senseless for a few minutes.
Oh man!
So the first few times I'd use 2 people, but we've done enough of them now that I can do them by myself.
Yeah.
But we also do seat belts. Of course, these don't have seat belts on them. We use a seatbelt company. They provide it's a retractable 4-point. It looks like a 4-point harness, like the racing seat belts come over your column. Yeah. We'll mount them back here. We'll kind of come up over this bar, and the 4 points will come across right here. Then your laps come across, and you just got one click. And they work really well. A customer brought one of these in, and before he bought it, he asked me, "Can we do seat belts on this?" And I said, "Let me do some checking." Called the folks over at Seatbelt Planet, told them what I had. They told me about the Y-belt system. I called the customer, said, "I can not only can get you seat belts, I can get you over the shoulder seat belts." And his wife said, "I can buy it then." So anyway, so that worked out pretty good. And if you don't want the over shoulder, you just leave it behind you and just use a lap belt. So they work out pretty good. But yeah, these are cool.
A lot of people don't even put seat belts in them.
They don't.
Like they didn't come with seat belts back then. Then
don't put them in there now. Exactly. Yeah, the dash on this, that's the same dash as a 55, 56 Ford sedan. Yeah. The way the gauges, if you want to look over there, some of the details they put in these things is really cool. Yeah, we can shut this one up.
Look at this right now. I like the checker flags.
Yeah.
Chevrolet took over that. I mean, the Corvette.
They did. Well, see, Ford was the king then. They just put the crown on there.
Oh, okay.
They were the king. But now, if you look at the dash, the gauge cluster on it. Now you can sit in there if you want. They're kind of fun to get into. They're tight cars to get into. They're not. They're definitely not built for tall people.
Nah. But when you're in there, you got a lot of to enter in there. You gotta. It's like you're in like a igloo.
Yeah. But so the gauge is basically the exact same setup, like I said, as a 55.6 sedan, and even the knobs and stuff are the same. But what I love is you was looking at it. Hey, you got that glass going through here, and it just kind of looks transparent all the way through there. Just has a really neat look. It's I like that. The way gauges light up now are pretty cool, but just the gauges on the old cars, the detail they put into the time they put into detail is what's amazing. Yeah. And then, I like it. And for those of your guys, if they're ever out in the pasture and they're walking around 55, 56 Fords, if they see that V8 on the glove box over there, the chances are it probably is going to have a V8 or had a V8. Not a lot of these had the V8s in them. The T-Birds all came with V8. The Ford sedans, most of them were 6-cylinder cars. And that little emblem right there actually, to some collectors and some people, depending on the vehicle, can be quite valuable. It's one of the emblems I don't think they replaced.
I like this. It's different.
They're different to drive.
This steering wheel is like huge, but I'm pretty sure it's if you want to customize. No tilt. Nope. You gotta. I don't know. That's crazy how big it is. This is huge.
Well, you figure most cars in the day they didn't have power steering, and that's what they got the big steering wheels for because of leverage. Yeah. They have what they call the suicide knobs on them. They got the knobs you can crank around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was talking about the power windows. This is your power seat right here.
Oh.
Had a little bit of juice in it. Anyway, so that's your power seat adjustment. What
is that? No,
that is, it belongs to Abe's Paint Body over there. They painted it a while back, and then they haven't really finished it up yet. It's not that far up from being finished.
Oh, it's one of their customers?
Yeah, it's one of those
okay.
customers' cars, yeah. I got my
You
motor.
still got your right?
I do. I brought the motor up here this week.
Oh, okay.
Or last week.
What year you got again?
90. It's a 1990 convertible.
What engine coming in?
That'd have been the 305.
305.
Since it's convertible. If it was the T-top car, probably.
But it's not. It's fuel injected, isn't it?
It is. Two-port.
Okay.
The two-port injected. Yeah, the 305, the bottom end, you can get out. I mean, it's just hot in there, man. The 305 has a bad bottom end.
Okay.
When it warms up, it's knock on the bottom.
On yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I had we had to pull the motor out of an 89 GMC truck.
Yeah.
And I just took that motor, had it rebuilt, so I've got it cam.
You didn't want to put a 350 in it?
That's what I'm putting in.
Oh, that's what you are?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got a 350
that's what they
in it.
put in mine. Mine came with a 305,
yeah.
and then they put a 350 in it.
Yeah, that's for the kind of, you know, since mine's a convertible, 305 automatic is the only option I had.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted a standard, usually you get the 305 with a 5-speed, or you can get the 350 with an automatic. It's kind of weird.
Oh.
But whenever I get it done, it's a mild cam, compression's been upped on it. I got larger injectors in it. I'm actually looking for a set of Luffenwanker tune port runners.
Yeah.
So what I normally do is I kind of gather things up, and as I gather them up, then I'll kind of put it together. That's how I did with the injection on my Trans Am. Once I got everything together, doing toward part, started doing it.
Oh, okay.
So I got my IROC motor up at the shop now. I'll start assembling on it, getting my brackets and everything on it, and I think I'm fixing to go buy another one.
You gonna buy another iron?
An 86 model, yeah.
86.
It's an 86 T-top car. It's a 350 car, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got a nice candidate for employment showing up here in the car.
Okay. We'll run into this one real quick. But it's an 86
Oh, that's a
350
good,
car. Showing up, it's an 86 350 car. The downfall is it's been sitting outside.
This one?
No, the IROC.
Oh, the IROC. Oh, okay.
With T-tops, missing the driver's side T, or passenger side T-tops, so it's been reined in for the last 12 years.
Oh.
But the car's complete, everything's there. So I'm thinking about buying it for a parts car for mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's the white Impala.
Oh, man. It don't look nothing the
It
same.
doesn't look nothing like it, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So we had this one over at A&A, did the media blasting on it. So the body came out a lot better than I was expecting for a convertible car.
Yeah.
I was expecting to have a whole lot of rust on it. And even though it does have rust, it's not near as bad as I was expecting.
Yeah.
So we got it sealed. This is a sealer primer. And then we're not priming that stuff, we're going to be cutting out anyways.
Oh, okay.
So this is basically protected, keep moisture and stuff. Because you know the shops, it does like the floor does here.
Yeah.
You get humidity, the surface starts to set in. We'll knock that off with the wire wheel, and then we'll wind up undercoating everything when it's done. But
So you're going to do the floors?
yeah, we'll do the front floorboards. There's what we're going to have to do on that.
Okay.
Right there. So this is one thing that makes, when you have a car restored, what makes media blasting so nice is we use a plastic media over there at the ends, and that doesn't distort the metal or anything like that on it. So it's plastic, so it dissipates the heat. What happens with media blasting, people use sand, cold slag. I got a story on a cold slag car that, oh my gosh, it's horrible. And anyways, it gets all the impurities out of it, and like this floor, when it came in, where that Swiss cheese is right there, it looked about like 10% of that.
Oh,
but you use the media and the air pressure kind of cuts all the rust out, so all the rust is removed. Now we know what we have to work with on it.
Yeah.
And once we finish that up, once we get that finished up, then we can pretty well take care of getting the floors out of it, getting the lowers on it. We got to do some firewall repair.
Okay.
But all the parts are here for this car. It's kind of working in rotation. The guys work on this one for a few hours, that one for a few hours, this for a few hours. They just kind of rotate them around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to see who these are calling real quick.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
Rick Taylor. Let me answer him real quick. He's probably on his way out here.
Okay. I see it, man. Oh, there's the fenders and the hood and the trunk.
What's up? What's that? So
Ford wagon.
we'll start the shop. We can probably head down here probably shortly. Are you going to be hanging out a while? You can have this way. Okay. Either or. I think they said I have a guy that just came in for an interview, possibly. So, you guys just want to come up here? Would that be a problem? Okay, all right. We'll see you here in a few minutes then. Okay, all right. Sounds good.
They're gonna bring the Chevelle up
We're
here.
gonna bring it up here,
Oh,
and then
yeah, cool.
while you're doing that, I'll talk about customer up there.
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
We'll take my car out for a drive.
Oh yeah.
So this, I mentioned the other Mustang, yeah, the Falcon. This has been here a while. We're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel on it.
A two-door.
Custom headers, 2-door. Actually, a pretty rare car. I was talking to my customer Friday. Don't quote me on the numbers, but he's telling me out of a true 2-door sedan or 2-door wagon, what they call it, business wagon or something like that. They have, I want to say maybe 200 or so was produced.
Yeah.
And this is one of a little over 100 that is still left and that they know of.
Yeah.
It's in 64.
64
64 is kind of the pinnacle year. This is the 64. They completely changed the body style on the 64 Falcon. They had the, what's that one? 427 Ford. There's a 64 also. That'll come to me in a minute. It is a 427 dual 4 drag pack car.
Yeah.
Anyway, 64, they changed a lot of the lining. They kind of changed everything. On 1 year only with this sides and stuff like that. Kind of one of the more popular as far as the Falcons. They didn't make a whole lot of these. So, but,
normally the Falcons are not wagons, right?
They'll be a wagon, but they'll be a 4-door wagon and they'll have glasses on the back. This is a 2-door sedan delivery. And it never came with a back seat, just had a front seat in only.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't make a lot of sedan deliveries on these.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty crazy. And then basically the 351 in here.
Nice.
Yeah, the motor's looking pretty good. Being a 351, we had to custom build the headers on it.
How many liters is this one?
5.7.
5.7?
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprised if this is probably stroked out. It's probably close to 390 at this point. It's a Ford Motorsports motor. We didn't build it. Came with the car, part of a package deal. And being a 351, it's got a taller deck height or block height, whereas a 302 or 289 is narrower. So it's posed its problems. We had to go to hydro boost brake system on it. You can see how close we are. We can basically get 2 pieces of paper between there. We still don't know what we're going to do on that. We may wind up having to completely relocate the hydro boost brake system on it.
Yeah.
If it's a 302, the top of the intake or valve cover would be down about where my finger is, and it wouldn't be an issue, and the motor would actually be farther forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's no way to do a power booster on there. We've been doing a lot of hydro
They're
boosts.
doing body work to this one?
No, we're going to basically take care of some of the paint chips on it.
Oh, okay.
And basically touch them up, blend it back together, and be fine on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Touch it. Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty much on its way. Once we get we had to modify the floorboard to custom build the headers to get the headers to fit.
Yeah.
Anyways, Michael, he's our new fabricator here. He's been working on that and about ready to get it wrapped up, I think. And then we'll terminate all the wiring. Well, actually, looks like we do have it terminated. And then at that point, we'll start going together with it and get it to where we can fire it. It turns over now by key, but of course that radio is something we haven't started up or anything yet. So,
okay.
Anyway, it's getting closer.
Yeah.
Customer's ready for it. Like most projects, we bring them in and we're hoping they can be a 6 to 9 month project, and you get into them and you find more and more issues with them.
Yeah.
And when you find more and more issues with them, then sometimes the time goes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So, but Don's been a good customer.
Yeah.
Really good to work with. Matter of fact, end result, I'd say probably all of our customers are pretty cool.
Yeah.
They've been, building a car is one of the hardest things you'll do. I think it's probably as hard, if not harder, than building your house together.
Yeah.
Like I told a couple the other day, they were looking at a car. I said, you're going to bring me the car. You're going to be excited because we're going to be building your car. And we're going to start the process. We're going to tear your car apart, and you're going to keep getting bills. And you're going to come up and see your car all torn apart and think, oh my God, is there any light at the end of the tunnel? Because I'm paying. And then you're going to be to the point where you're just totally frustrated and just want to abandon the project because you're just wasting money. Then you come in and you'll see that we're starting to go back with it together. Then you get excited again. And then we deliver the car to you and you're thinking this is the best thing I've ever did.
Yeah.
So it's just a cycle all the way around. And so it can be difficult. There's some decisions that have to be made.
It's a lot of people's first time too.
It
huh?
is.
So that's the thing.
It
too.
is. A lot of people's first time on the cars. And there's a lot goes into the classics. It's not like taking my 2010 truck or a 2015 Escalade or anything like that, you know, swapping body panels out. There's quite a bit to these old cars. You really have to understand them to make them function, make them work. So, we just got the 4-link back underneath this one.
Which car is this, a Ford?
It's a 51 Chevrolet 5-window 3100, also known as.
Okay.
We did a TCI complete front and rear end on this one. The rear end's a 4-link. It is just about ready to finish put back on the ground. Actually, we can't put it on the ground now. We're just waiting for a spot to open up on the other building. The motor, transmission, everything's over in the main shop.
Oh, okay.
And we're just waiting for a spot to open up so we can get it over there.
Okay.
But, we've upgraded the 350 in it. It had a 327, went to a 4-speed overdrive in it. The customer had built this truck 28 years ago, and he just wanted to be something he could drive on the road. We get a lot of people just want something reliable and dependable, and that's what we kind of put together for them. And sometimes they want to look pretty, sometimes they don't. This guy's like, I'd rather spend my money on the mechanical side of it, and I'll worry about the pretty later, because we'll spend some time on it. And when we get done with it, we can bring some of the luster back out of this paint like we did in the other two cars. So it won't be a perfect paint job, but it'll have some shine to it. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Pretty wild. All these goofy doors. You can come on through. Yeah, this door opens the wrong way. Hey, Ron Bosco. Hey, buddy. That's Bosco. I'm trying to think.
What is this, a race car right here?
Yeah. That actually belongs to one of our employees.
What is this? Look like a Monte Carlo in the front, and then
It's a Monte Carlo in the front, a Buick Celebrity in the back, and a small block Chevy. Actually, the motor is pretty pipey. I think he did the sheet metal work on it, and they're just gonna pack it full of mud and make it look smooth from the stands, and then go race it. So
they're gonna race this on
dirt
the
track,
dirt track.
Yeah, he'll be running either the Lincoln, or not Lincoln, but Meeker or Kellyville is what he's looking at running it. So he brings it up here periodically to do some tuning on it, do some work on it.
With this being, they race it with the hood off?
No, he'll have a hood on it.
Oh, okay. Because a lot of that dirt get in here, huh? Not the dirt, you know?
Oh, they get all kinds of dirt in there. Yeah. These things are nasty when you get done with it. But it's been kind of fun. He's about a month behind getting where he wanted to be on it to race. But it's getting there.
So this car is originally, what, a Buick?
It's probably like a Buick Celebrity, like a 73, 74.
Oh, okay.
Is what it was.
That's crazy. Give him yours, Eric. But yeah, so this has been kind of a neat deal. We'll have, John's done pretty much all of it. This is his deal. He loves dirt track. Yeah, that's what he's saying. He wanted Monte Carlo.
Yeah, he wanted to put the Monte Carlo front end. I think they got a Monte Carlo, something that makes it look like
Is it his?
On the rear. Yeah, John up there.
Yeah.
The mechanic. Yeah, that's his car.
Oh, okay.
And anyway, so we're whenever we kind of get closer, we're gonna have a Smitty sticker put on it.
Oh yeah.
And it's been pretty fun. We've
so basically you just hop up in here. This is
just crawl through the window and hope you don't cut yourself.
Yeah, he smoothed this out though.
Yeah, took all that down.
Man.
Yeah, definitely different, isn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy. It's cool though.
Yeah. If somebody was to bring that to me and said, "Can you make this straight?" And I said, "I don't know. That'd be kind of difficult."
Yeah.
That would be difficult. So yeah. So at least something different to have some fun with. So show the new buildings if you want.
Yeah, let's go. Let's check it out.
So
you didn't have nothing going on at down there, or no?
We do actually. Let's run down there real quick. See what we got. Which one?
Always painting workshop.
Right there.
Yeah, for the new viewers, I want them to see how your organization is.
Okay.
If they want to bring a car, everything you do up here, and hopefully we get more business over here.
Oh yeah, I mean, the more people come in here, the more we support you. And
Yeah.
it kind of works around. So what are you up to viewer-wise now?
Huh?
How many viewers you up to now?
I got over 100,000 subscribers.
Awesome.
So
So I know my kids, they follow quite often. I follow quite often.
Yeah.
And they love it.
Yeah.
What you do on the camera, what you do with all your people, it's just been pretty awesome.
oh yeah.
So
Try to support everyone that support me. So
there you go. Like I said, in today's stuff, kind of what you have to do.
yeah.
You know, too many people are just greedy and they just want everything for themselves.
Yeah.
There's no fun in that.
Nah, they can't be greedy.
Nah, so you missed our fire truck. We had a 36 Dodge fire truck.
Oh, you did? Oh man.
Yeah. It had, we went home Friday. We took 1936 brakes and married it to 2008 Chevrolet heavy duty Hydro Boost brake system to make it stop.
Oh man.
It was quite a feat, but we got it done. Got some C10 parts in here.
No,
Yeah, that's we're getting ready to do a frame off on a C10 out there.
Man.
Completely rebuild it. The dude's building it for his daughter's graduation. So
Okay.
definitely
Guys, they
pull
do
that.
frame offs up here, guys. They do everything, man.
We do frame offs. Generally, actually, as far as the shop breaks down, we have we're a mechanic repair facility for classic cars, classics only. Then we do the fabrication, sheet metal work, complete frame off restoration. As you saw in the previous shop, we have everything artillery. We have our own sheet metal guy, fabricator here on staff. We have our own painter on staff. We keep him busy in the paint booth, either doing over or complete paint jobs or partial paint jobs, and depending on where he's at, we may be able to see one he's got in the process on right now.
Okay.
So he's got a setting. You just talking about your setting for a Nova?
Yeah.
We have one over there getting prepped for paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'd be pretty cool. But
Hey, what's this? Oh yeah, all the nice ones in here.
this is the assembly area. Pretty much trying to get the assembly on them. These decals.
Yeah.
It looks like they pulled them. Nope, they got them on now. So we did the decal kit on this RT, which isn't that bad, except for this little right here. This like almost impossible to work the air bubbles out of them.
Yeah.
So you're talking about, here's Emmett.
Oh, what's going on, man? I was just
Man, no heads
yeah.
Just walk in and we're gonna show it to you.
Good shaking.
Good.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I was asking about you. I said, he's still back there working for you? He said, oh, yeah.
hey, we got him back there. So this one's getting close to going home.
Oh,
Getting
okay.
real close. We're ready for it to go home.
Oh.
The customer's ready to get it back.
Oh, okay.
These decals are so problematic. We ordered 2 sets from them. Luckily, we got the first set we put on didn't come out too well. The second set came out pretty decent, and we'll just go ahead and carry the stripes on the sides here.
Oh, okay.
But we do all our decaling. So that's another thing. When it comes to like the Trans Ams, the decal kits, we do all our own decaling here. Me and my brother usually do that. Even my brother's been doing quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
That's just something that we enjoy doing. The Trans Am kits. Most people get scared of them.
Yeah.
Bring them on. The SEs are the best. You know, there's
Yeah.
180 pieces of trim or something in those.
Yeah.
So.
These cars' value went up.
No, this car's value's gone way up.
Way
Remember
up.
the rollover? The car that was rolled over? The roof was like this?
I think so, yeah.
This is it.
Oh, this is it?
Yeah.
This one, it was in the other one, that room that we just left.
Yeah,
right?
the very first time he came out here was on rotisserie, and the roof was about this far off the dash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it now.
Oh,
So-
man. Y'all see it, man. Y'all go back and watch the old videos.
Yeah, it'll be the very first video. We're just kind of waiting to get the glass set in, and the interior and everything's back in it. We'll go through a final polish on
Man,
it.
this car was nothing.
No, it's just totally stripped out.
It was
nothing to
stripped out. Like, man, y'all brought this thing back to life.
Yeah, poor guy had it about 3 hours and rolled it. Doing donuts in the pasture. This is another good customer of ours. We're doing these little Camaros.
What year is this one?
72.
72.
That's what this one is. The dashes are, you know, they're rattle traps. They're problematic for rattling. Over the years, things, you know, mounts and stuff are broken on it. So we've ordered everything for the dash to put it back tight like would have been in 1972.
Oh, okay.
So those parts will be here Thursday.
Okay.
And we'll be able to go back together.
So that's the main thing you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've done a lot of work on this. 480 transmission. It had a turbo 350 in it. I did a 480 overdrive. Did Dakota digital gauges, air conditioning. Trying to think what else. Now we're doing the dash.
You still think Dakota's the best gauges to go with?
You know, I love them.
Yeah.
We've had customers bring in. There's some good gauge companies out there.
Which one you think?
Dakota is the only one that I've never had to have problems with.
Oh, okay.
We've had people bring gauge sets in. They're a digital gauge pack. They bring them in. They're supposed to be direct bolt in for the dash. We've had to modify the dash, modify the openings, or the wiring process has been kind of like each individual wire, and they just give you with the kit, they come with a little cheap butt clamps you get from Walmart.
Yeah.
And anyway, so Dakota, I've never had an issue with the fitment. Dakota goes in, you have the control module, so everything ties into that. When they go in, they're clean. You got so much programmability on them. Pretty much that's about all we go to now is Dakota.
Okay.
We've had customers bring in these other manufacturers.
Yeah.
And both times they brought them in, we've sent them back and put Dakota in them.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much all.
There was another brand that you was telling me about that had different options or different colors or something.
Well, you got the Dakota RTX line.
I think that's the only.
Yeah, the Dakota VHX is kind of their earlier version.
Oh, okay.
RTX is the latest version. They're more of a retro looking, makes the dash look more old school. You can do green lighting like we had. You can do red lighting. You can do white lighting, blue lighting, whatever you want on them. That's probably the coolest ones out there right now because you have so much adjustability and they're just very vibrant on how they look. But getting them has been pretty problematic on some cars. If you go through Dakota Digital, it's quite a while. We go through Summit Racing and get quite a few of them that way because they're going to naturally fill the orders for Summit Racing before they fill the individual orders. The company, when I need questions or support, Dakota's been awesome. They're out of South Dakota. I like running motorcycles up there, so hopefully one day on a motorcycle ride I'll get a chance to tour their facility, see what it's like. But they just keep getting better and better on that. But this is old school Diamond Tuck.
I like that. You can't even feel that.
No,
I painted this?
We did not paint this one. This car was done before we moved in, even started business here in Edmond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Definitely running old school Diamond Tuck interior. So if you were to build or custom do a Camaro, this guy's a little older than I am. The days I was in high school, this is how you would customize a Camaro.
Yeah.
And he took it all old school. This is the blame factor here. There you go.
Man.
Small block, 327.
327.
I think he said it's making around 550 to the crank. Yeah.
Do anyone ever get a lot of horsepower out of 305s? A lot of people don't.
We don't have a lot of people asked to build 305s because they're going to build the 350.
Yeah.
Now I know in some cases
350 is more powerful than.
Oh yeah, they've had 350s been around forever.
Okay.
In some cases they'll take a 305 head and put it on a 350 motor to build compression because you got a small Chevrolet head on 305. What you're going to gain on that, I'm really not too clear on.
Yeah.
I'd probably rather do a Vortec head or an aluminum head or a 202 head, an early 350 head, whatever.
A lot of people say it's not worth it really doing 305. That's what people say. I don't know.
The 305, a good friend of mine has a 305 in a 64 Chevy truck. And that thing runs really good. It's got a mild cam in it, but he has 411 gears in it.
Oh, okay.
So it'll roast the tires anywhere you want to go. When it runs down the highway at 70 mile an hour at about 2,800, 3,000 RPM. So for drivability, it's worked out great. But if you want to go out and race it, I'd definitely go something different.
If you're just trying to do burnouts, it's better to just change the gears out.
Yeah, just put lower gears in there. Yeah, you can change gear in a car and make it feel a whole lot faster. Cheap
from
horsepower.
light to light. Yeah,
cheap horsepower. But so this has been pretty cool. So we'll get the dash parts and then get it wrapped up there before long. And another C10. Like I said, we just jumped into trucks all of a sudden. They just came everywhere. If the battery's hooked up on this, you'll love these. So this is Pop's car. You guys have seen this periodically throughout the time. If any of your viewers are interested, a lot of times we'll run these battery connectors on it. People always talk about my car, battery gets drained or whatever. Usually it's a ground electrical. We just use, we call them these chopper type cutoffs. You just connect it and you're good, and disconnect it, you don't have to worry about it. So headlights are on, yep, headlights out. So,
I like that.
yeah, so we'll do that quite a bit, but this is what you love on this one. You can come on around this side. So, in building this, kind of recap from the very first video, my mom and dad got engaged in 1958. This is what dad was driving, was a 1949 Chevrolet Fleetline. About 12 years ago, dad approached me wanting to restore one, him and me together. So I found the car, I bought the car, he and I worked on it quite a bit in our shop in Shawnee, just kind of our own individual garage basically. And got somewhat along on it. And then we started Smitty's Classics, and we started getting really, really busy. So now as a Smitty's Classics shop, this has become a shop project for my dad. So dad is the senior Smitty for the whole deal. And Smitty's Classics came from the military. I grew up in the military, and on the bases they always say, hey Smitty, you know, if we wasn't in uniform, they can address you normally. And that's what my dad was referred to me by his friends his whole life, so we just naturally carried on Smitty's Classics.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Anyway, that side's open, or on. We'll have to go to that side, because this switch is off.
All right.
Let's go around, I'll open it from the other side. So from the car, pretty much looks like an original car.
Yeah.
We'll have the door panels in here. Your window lights will go on just like that. Now watch these windows. Are they working? Okay, well, it's supposed to be power windows.
Yeah.
You just kick it one way, they go down. Kick it the other way.
I think I see he got that on the same thing on that Nova, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does. And they were working last week. They were doing some wiring. We were trying to do a switch. The way they are right now, you can only do one side or the other. You don't have the switch to do doubles.
Oh, okay. So
we were working on doing a wire switch that he can do both windows at the same time.
Yeah.
The complexity of making that work was going to be a little more than we wanted to dive into.
Okay.
So that's why we probably have the switches disconnected. So anyways, I was hoping to give you something really cool, but epic fail.
It's all right. It's good.
Yeah, you'll see it next time.
It's real life.
But anyways, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The switch is right there.
Yeah, I did see it in that Nova when he showed me the whole
kind of the
display,
same. Kind of the same thing in
I
that.
like that.
I forgot we showed them on Nova. So
do these windows go up and down in the back?
they do. We don't have the traction there yet.
Okay, so they will. These windows do go up and down.
Yeah, we won't be able to do the electric stow on the rear because of the structure, the body structure of the car. There's a brace that comes right through here.
Yeah.
And that gets in the way of the motor. And the only way to make it happen is to get rid of the motor.
Oh, okay.
So, or get rid of the structure, and we're not going to get rid of the structure.
No.
So, anyways, we're getting closer. Just got all the trim back. I had most of it polished out. So we kind of got it under the car right now as we're kind of putting things back together.
When was this painted? This wasn't painted last time I came and looked at it, right?
I'm trying to think. This probably had paint on it
when
for
it
a
was in
little
that
over a
front.
year.
Oh, over
Yeah.
okay. So
We probably had it covered up.
Oh, okay.
I could not tell you what color this is. Dad's 83. So like I'm going to change his mind on anything. He's 83 years old. He's going to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He wanted to paint the car tan with dark brown inside. So you're going to have tan and dark brown, just kind of a contrast.
I like
So anyways, was looking at paint chips on the car, and he actually just looked through. We used to have a bank of paint chips, about 1,000 paint chips. He just out there playing around with them one day and found this color and said, this is what I want.
Yeah.
And it could not have been a better color for this car.
I like this color.
It just really pulls the lines, it accentuates everything on it. So we have, actually I talked to the upholsterer yesterday. It is on schedule to get the carpet and stuff put in it, and then we'll get the seats and things on it. I'd like to say we're probably about 30 to 60 days away from delivering this to Pops.
Oh man.
So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing him and Mom take off and drive around in it again. So that'll be kind of fun on that one.
Yeah.
So, and then the Camaro was primed last time you were here.
Oh man. This is exactly what I was going to ask you. What's going on with this Camaro?
Yeah, this is last time you were here. This is under primer, and they're buried. And so now we got the paint on it. You're more than welcome to walk around it. This one we did some of the body work on it. Some of the body work was already done whenever it got here.
What year is this one?
69.
69.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because the hips are a little.
Yep. Some of the work was already done on it when we got here. But we've our painter, we did the paint work. We've done everything on it, and now we're literally assembling this and getting it together.
Oh, okay.
Our goal is to have this car ready to be picked up, and that car running on its own power when the customer comes to pick this one up.
Well,
This is a
what are you guys still doing? Okay.
Yeah, follow sun, yeah.
So you want to try to get both of them out around the same time?
We'd like to get them both at the same time if we can.
Okay.
That way it'd be kind of a cool day for both of them.
Yeah.
They both get their cars.
I like that.
This one goes to upholstery, I want to say in 2 weeks.
Okay.
That's kind of our hang up on it is getting the upholstery
Oh
done.
yeah, that's the one that had the Camaro seats in it. Yeah.
Yep. It'll go to upholstery here in 2 weeks, and there's what the schedule is on that. We'll see how the schedule. Sometimes they change, and see how it comes out from there. But we're going to use a guy here in Guthrie.
That's not the original room.
No, he's getting Krager SSGs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's getting old school Kragers on it.
Yeah. I want to say those are not the ones that go on there.
No.
Those look like Pontiac.
Yeah, they're Pontiac top wheels or SS or Rally top wheels.
Oh, yeah.
And that steering wheel's gorgeous.
Yeah.
No wood steering wheel. I mean, they're.
Oh, they got the whole thing. See, I want to get one like this.
It's all brand new interior. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Look, I'd dig.
Oh yeah.
Walk us around this thing, Emmett. Yeah. Emmett's gonna walk you around this thing real quick.
I just put those in.
Oh, you just did?
I saw it was Nova. This
Yeah.
is Dad's car.
Oh, okay.
So this is Dad's car.
Yeah.
Still working on it. This is the one I think you guys left on that was out front. We were talking about the stereo.
Yeah.
Just got that done too. So
Oh.
that's all cleaned up, dressed
Oh, man.
up and on. So these turn signals. Those are LED.
That's awesome.
Those are
Okay.
clean. Huh?
So I got the switchbacks in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And then it's going to have the new Ollie LEDs, 7-inch that we got the Hotstar.
Yeah.
They're real clean.
Man.
And then, I mean, not a whole lot. Just started putting it together. Came a long way from the last time we talked.
What's this? What part is this? For the front?
Yeah. But I got it painted, cleaned up, you know, all the finished wire, but all the wiring's gonna look like this. Dress wire.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be completely clean.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting on the phone.
Oh, okay.
But
Nice.
this is gonna be real close. Now let's put the glass in it. I know he went to show you the power windows, but what happened was his brother wanted to switch for his dad because the switches are single like the Nova.
Yeah.
So we tried to put one in the center, but polarity's all wrong. So we ended up burning 2 switches, but he's got the same switches in that that are completely set up.
Oh, okay.
And they're real tight.
Oh, okay.
Did he tell you about the power windows? Or I'm sorry, the power washers or windshield wipers? Yeah, we put full power. So everything the lady with the maroon car didn't have, this one had.
Oh man.
The power, I mean, it's real clean.
Yeah.
Rebuilt, the cluster's been rebuilt. Power wipers, power windows. I don't know, man, just safer for them.
Yeah.
But this is real close. Oh yeah. This runs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, last time we heard it run.
Oh, cranky. Let me hear that. Oh, you gotta take that.
33 stroker is a little under 450 horsepower.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is no joke. This is my second baby. Oh, I need to put the fuses in for a second. They get loud and they suck the battery down, so I leave them out. especially when I'm working on it. I just got this back from paint.
Oh man.
Look in there.
Let me get on this side.
Cause you know how that's all crazy wiring?
Oh man.
That's another one of mine. It's dirty.
What is all that right there?
Okay, so that's the relays for the fans. And then it's the relays for the LED headlights. And then there's
does it go right there, Factor? Or you fabricate
I
it?
did all.
Oh hell yeah. That's cool. Got it all out the way.
Well, and the battery hides it.
Yeah.
So once the cowling's on and the front grill's on,
yeah, that's gonna be.
It's gonna be real clean. You know? And like I said, Mike, he said just keep it really, really clean.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
Which way we have this guy? This thing's a monster.
Oh, you get here to fire off, huh?
Yep. You're gonna give me exclusive.
If I had the spirits, let you hear it.
Yeah. Man. What exhaust is on it? Magnum flow? That thing sounds.
All the way back.
Oh man.
I'm not really. What custom headers, so from the headers all the way back. It's rendered Magnum flow.
Oh, good night. I like that. Sound nice and deep.
Really deep, man.
I know, that's what I'm like. I always go with Flowmaster, but I kinda like that.
Deep sound. I like that a
I
lot.
kinda like that.
They're up there at Tennis Court.
Okay.
Want to go check it out? Go check out a 68 Chevelle.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we can go do that. I'm gonna start a whole new video for y'all, man. So
All right, hey, do overhead, man.
Yeah.
that's it.
People ask, why are we building a bigger building? This shop was originally designed to have 2 cars being assembled all the time. The body shop was designed to have 3 cars in it max at all times.
Yeah.
And the shop's designed to have 5 lifts in it. Well, we have 6 cars in our 2-car shop for assembly.
Yeah.
7 cars in our 3-car shop for body, and then we have them all in the shop all the time, so we had to grow.
Yeah.
So, man, while your listeners are out there, if they've held on this long, if you know of anyone looking for the paint body experience, some mechanical experience, some assembly experience, we're looking for some good quality people. You know, biggest desire, love hot rods, know what you're doing, be easy to work with, we can get along great.
Okay.
So very competitive what we do, offer plenty of benefits, vacation, sick pay, retirement fund, federal holidays. We like to keep it, and actually we cover the employees' vacation, or not vacation, but the employees' insurance.
Okay.
So these guys don't pay for the insurance, we pay for it for them.
That's good.
Like I said before, it's our employees that make Smitty's Classics happen.
Yeah.
And if we can't take care of them, who else?
Yeah.
So definitely, if you know of anyone out there, send them our way, 405-697-3620. Smitty's Classics, where you can reach me at jobs@smittysclassics.com.
Okay.
All right.
There y'all have it, man. We're gonna catch y'all in the next video, and I'm gonna show y'all his shop in the next video. So where's the shop?
The new shop.
The new shop. Not this shop, the new shop in the next video. So y'all stay tuned. But just like that, this video is over. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, look at what's and deals, and I'm out. Yay!
Retarded and ride the yellow bus. Turn the car in circles until the time's bust. Out the window like, cuss. On the hood of the scraper. Like